Coryell's class. 4.2, compare decimals using number lines and inequalities. Did we do that?
Yes.
You guys know what a decimal is, right?
Yes.
Where does a decimal live? Between 0 and 1. The number, I'm going to highlight the number. I gave you guys this number, I gave you guys this number, and I gave you guys this number. So if you look at the numbers that I did not trace, are the orange zeros, right? When I added those orange zeros on, did it change the value of my decimals?
No.
No. Can you add zeros on to a decimal and not change the value?
Yes.
Cool. You guys already know about inequalities, right? All right, so when we were using inequalities, we determined that these two numbers were equal, right?
Yes.
However, isn't 10 bigger than 1?
Yes.
But when we stacked it, remember the stacking method?
Yes.
When we stacked 0.10 or 10 hundredths and we stacked 0.1, what did we do?
We added a 0.
We evened it out, so we put a 0. Did that make the numbers look exactly the same?
Yes.
Not only do they look the exact same, aren't they the exact same?
Yes.
Because again, we can add zeros to the end of a decimal and not change the value, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the stacking method has 4 steps. I'm going to read the step and you're going to repeat the step. Are you ready? Okay, stacking method. Step 1, stack your numbers. Everyone should repeat though, okay? Step 2, line up the decimals and place value. Step 3, adjust your numbers by adding zeros to even out the numbers. I put in adjust your numbers, but yeah, you adjust by adding zeros to even them out. And the last step is to evaluate. Which also means what?
Solve.
Sweet. So when we're doing inequalities, we just stack these two numbers, right?
Yes.
Then I use what I call a crutch to go through the numbers by place value. I realize we have a tie. Yep, my decimals are lined up. Is 2 bigger than 0?
Yes.
So then I know that this number is bigger because as I read left to right, the 2 is bigger than the 0, yes?
Yes.
Did this even out the numbers?
Yes.
Is it okay to add a 0?
Yes.
Another example of adding zeros to even them out? All right, cool. We made number lines, right?
Yes.
All right, so on this number line, I had to graph 1/10, 3/10, and 9/10, yes?
Yes.
You guys with me still?
Yes.
All right, and I gave you the number line, and I said we're going to start at 0 and we're going to end at 1, right? Because decimals live between...
0 and 1.
What are these little marks called?
Tick marks.
Is it important that if you have a number line, you actually put some of your own labels in it as well?
Yes.
Would that help me identify where all of these go?
Yes.
The trickiest part of the number lines was this one right here. So if you recall, we needed to graph those 3 numbers, yes?
Yes.
These 3 numbers go to what place value?
5.
What place value are the...
In the middle.
No, what's the place value of the 5?
100.
So they go to hundreds. But remember in the graph, we only gave you 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, right? 0.5. A lot of you actually said, well, how does 15 fit on the graph if it's only 0.1, 0.2? Then you realize, oh, that's right, 0.1 can also be 0.10, and 0.2 can also be 0.20.
20.
And what goes in the middle of 10 and 20?
50.
So 0.15?
Yes.
So is it okay to add zeros even on your number line?
Yes.
Eyes are up here, right? Vivian, eyes up here? Cool. If you have a number before the decimal, it changes your number line, right?
Yes.
Last thing, is it okay to write notes when you're stacking your numbers?
Yes.
Because we're putting these in order from least to greatest, but it's really important that you write notes, right?
Yes.
We good?